hey there, Aries. Welcome to Zen Tarot. My name's Julie. I am going to do a tarot card reading for you, Aries. We're going to take a look at the energy surrounding you. I hope y'all are doing well. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. If you'd like a personal reading from me, I am open for those. That information is in the description box below. Just a reminder, this is a general tarot card reading for the sign of Aries. Anywhere in your chart, or if you're just checking in on an Aries, everyone is welcome here. It just might not resonate with all. But welcome Aries. Let's get right to it. Let's get you a Moon Oracle card. Whew, here we are in March. My goodness, Aries, what is going on for you? Let's look at March. Let's look at March overall energy. A Moon Oracle card for Aries. Luck is on your side. I love that. And take the time to breathe out the disseminating moon. Take the time to breathe out. I like that. Sometimes it feels like the world is just racing by us. Here I was just talking about how it's already March 2025 and Spirit is reminding you, take that minute to stop what you're doing, breathe in deeply, and just really give yourself that time. Balance spirituality and practicality on the bottom of the deck, the full moon in Pisces. We are coming into a full moon here, March 14th. It's a super moon, full moon, blood moon. It's like all the whammies at once. So grounding is what this is all about, as the tides of the moon just really pummel the earth right now. So just kind of a shaking up, a shake, rattle, and roll. Let's see how we come out the other side of this shake up here. Animal spirit guide for up in the ether for the sign of Aries. What kind of animal spirit guide is walking with Aries? Ooh, the buffalo. Look how strong you are. Determination. Bringing spirituality and practicality in. This is just a perfect balance here. You see spirit coming in the magic here, in the magic of the ancestors here, and then this very grounded buffalo that's almost attached to the earth, almost anchored to the earth here. Wow, I love that. Hummingbird, look at this. It's like spring is in the air, the flowers have bloomed, and here comes the hummingbird energy here. So wow, feeling sociable, feeling a little more lighthearted coming into this month here. Wow, this buffalo is just really catching my eye. All right, Osho ZEN-TAROT card for up in the ether for the sign of Aries. Spirit, what kind of Osho advice do you have for Aries next couple of weeks? What kind of advice do you have for Aries? The Creator. Oh, my deck is in reverse here. The Creator, source energy here. Look at this solar plexus chakra really lighting up here. Your desires, your dreams, your goals, your fire, your passion. A lot of Leo energy coming in here. A lot of Aries energy coming in here. Wow. At the bottom of the deck, you are in healing mode. Look at this solar plexus. It's almost been blocked, right? It's been blocked by the hand of God, just holding you back. Just wait here. Now it's just emanating from you. It can't, this bright light cannot be diminished any longer here. It has to be seen. It has to be shown. Look at the fire ant on the bottom of the deck. This is all about your fire here. Whew. All right, let's take a look at the tarot cards here. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot deck today. Aries, we're going to take a look at your mind, your heart, and your soul, the daily here. So let's take a look at the mind space. I want to see what your energy is like in your mind right now, in the thoughts right now for Aries. Spirit, let's look at the thoughts for Aries right now. Oh my goodness, the High Priestess. Look how really spiritual you are. You're a psychic medium, an intuitive here, an intuitive empath here, soaking it all in, getting the downloads, lots of downloads, ears ringing, ascension symptoms I'm hearing here. So yeah, wow, it's like you are the chosen one at this time to be enlightened, to wake up here. Wake up, Aries. I say that because with this card, if you move it in different directions, her eyes open and close here. So there was almost a sleepwalking period. I think that was the time Spirit had their hand over your solar plexus chakra and your throat chakra. It was like you couldn't even speak. You couldn't get the words out here. It was like your voice had been taken from you. It was all for purpose, to have you in learning mode. Spirit wanted you to listen much, much more than you spoke here. So there's an adage, I can't even think of it here, but it's very much keep your mouth shut and listen. Wow, it's so much more profound, and it just totally escaped me. What else in the mind space? It's like a proverb. What else in the mind space for Aries? What else in the mind space? Oh, the Hanged Man. You've been doing this dance a very, very long time. Something to do with your enlightenment. It's just been pushing you here, but it's just like there were things that you wanted to say, things you wanted to express, and it just got stuck. And now you have these regrets of, why couldn't I say that? Spirit is saying, don't look back at that. Don't think about that. It had no purpose at the time. Whatever was going to come out, whatever was going to be spilled out at that time, it would have settled in their hearts and in their minds, and they wouldn't have been able to. They would have looked past you. It would have been about the words. It would have been about the words all these years. Maybe there was a disconnect. Maybe there was a separation between you and some soulmate energy or a soul bond energy. If you had said what you wanted to say at the time, the words would have mattered more than the relationship, than what the energy around that relationship here. So yes, that's why you weren't able to speak. It's just like you feel like you just had this blockage over your throat, and you did. You did. It wasn't your imagination. It's been removed now, and you're so much wiser that you don't want to say that anymore. You don't want to express that any longer. So it was just held. You were held. There was some kind of energy held over your throat chakra until it was time. And now you don't want to say those words. Feel shallow. They feel flat. They don't mean the same thing to you any longer. What's the challenge in the thoughts? What is the challenge? Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy coming in, getting your playfulness back. That's been a challenge. Feeling innocent again. That's been a challenge. Something's been taken from you. Definitely your innocence, your not knowing, right? Your ignorance has been taken from you now, because now you know, because you listened, because you absorbed, because you weren't trying to speak over the teacher. You weren't trying to impress your opinion on someone here. Wow, you truly are a master. You really are a master. You're a teacher, you're a guide, you're an earth angel for sure. You've been ascending throughout the years unnoticed, right? You've been that incognito soul in the background, really absorbing what the teacher's saying in the classroom. You were the quiet one. You weren't the sociable one talking to your friend about the teacher. You were listening to the teacher here. You were absorbing so much information, so much information. It's like you are your own Wikipedia. Wow, Aries, you're very bright, very selective in who you choose to allow into your inner world here. So beautiful, but you're coming into a much more playful time. 1111 in the background with the Knight of Wands here. Spirit, what's your advice? What's your advice in the thoughts for Aries? What's your advice? The Chariot. Oh my. Cancer energy. Moving on. The life lesson is learned. It's over. The number 7 here. Spiritual lesson, spiritual cycle. Over. Number 7, you're out now. Aries, out. You've learned you don't need that classroom anymore. It's boring to you. It's repetitive to you. It's time to graduate. It's time to allow yourself to move into the next phase of your life now. You have no preconceived notion of where this is going now. Now it's been held from you because there can't be any expectations placed on yourself. You're not going to set yourself up for disappointment any longer here. Wow. All right. Wow. Very fast moving energy here. Fast moving thoughts. It's like as soon as the idea comes in, it's out. It's just really all part of this enlightenment, this awakening for you. You've really woken up out of some kind of slumber here, and it was a learning. The dream that you had going on was just just prophetic. You've just been a prophet, Aries. You've been a prophet. You see things before they happen, before they come to fruition here. And it's been alarming for you because there was nothing you can do about it. I'm thinking of the Mothman prophecies, right? The Mothman prophecies where you're gifted the sight, the gift of sight. You can see it. The Mothman comes and shows, yeah, there's something about to happen here. But you don't know what, you don't know where, and so you've been like in panic mode, trying to control the uncontrollable. It's like, why would you show me this is going to happen if there's nothing that I can do about it? You were in observation mode. You couldn't get the alarm out. You couldn't speak up. You couldn't say 5-alarm fire here, everybody get out, because it was a test. It was a test. And maybe you had cried wolf, or maybe in the past you said, oh my God, this is happening, because you could see the sky falling. And then it didn't fall. It fell in another area. It still fell. It still fell, but it wasn't right in front of you or the people that could see it here. So you had no proof. So now you're just letting it go. It's like as the signs come in, showing you what's ahead here, showing you what's going to happen here, you're just still moving on. You're like, okay, that's going to happen here, but I can't focus on that because I can't stop it. What's in the heart space? What are you feeling about this? Big transformation. What are you feeling about this? The King of Swords. Wow, I love this. You've battled. You've really battled, but your sword is down. The lessons have come in now. The learning is really being absorbed by you now. Look at the wisdom with this owl, but yet you haven't let go of the magic. There's still that ancient magic that is fun. It's fun. You're picking up on these new lines of a fun way to deal with magic, and it's not so doom and gloom. It's not so prophetic where, it's like Nostradamus. How tortured must Nostradamus have been writing all of those quatrains about doom and gloom and fear and fire and, my God, the stories that were going on in his mind. What good did it do him thousands of years later for people to say, yeah, Nostradamus was right? Did his life no good, right? He was here just to serve that purpose. You are not here just to serve one purpose, just to speak about what is coming or about what you see coming here. Wow, now it's time to get into your heart space. It's time to talk. It's time to talk from your mind space down into your heart space. Let these feelings of calmness, this water washing out the fire here, let that roll down through the heart space here. Beautiful control over your own emotions, which is all you ever had control over in the first place. You're letting go the need to run the kingdom when it comes to emotions and trying to force people to feel like you, because they weren't meeting you where you are because you were so fearful. You were so wrapped up, riddled in the anxiety. They couldn't meet you where you were. They didn't want to know that. It's like a don't kill the messenger type thing here, and you were always the messenger because you could always see. You're so psychic. You are a seer. You are a chosen seer, no doubt about it. Tell me more about the heart space for Aries. Tell me more about the emotions. Whew. 10 of Wands. I love that, walking away. And the star, the miracle happens here. I love this Aquarius balance coming to you. Look at this, the replenishment, the rejuvenation, the re-exhilaration, the exaltation of you, Aries. This is so beautiful. Your heart is singing. Your heart is singing. You're allowing yourself to be that inner child again. You're allowing yourself to play again. You're allowing yourself to relax again, no matter what's happening around you. You've taken the power out of the externals happening around you, the tornadoes, the chaos, the fighting, the arguing, the stress, the tension. You're removing the conditions placed on the externals, and you're placing the responsibility on your heart here. It only matters how I feel. The sky could be falling, but if I'm feeling good and seeing the flowers more than the sky falling, then that's gonna be my life. That's gonna be my journey. That's gonna be my quest, is to seek out the flowers, seek out the bounty after the rain here, because it is going to rain, and I can't predict every rainstorm here. I see them coming. I see the chaos. I see the suffering that is going to occur. But if I focus on that, it's the law of attraction, and the universe just keeps bringing more proof that I'm right, and you will always be right. It is time to let this very, very personal transformation hit your heart here. Heal your heart here. Feed your heart with the love and the understanding and the compassion and the joy and the happiness that we are meant to feel on this earth. Life is supposed to be good for you. Oh, Aries, this is a beautiful, beautiful enlightenment. This is really a waking up from the dark, from being all alone in the dark, telling everyone it's the worst thing ever. This is horrible. It's dark here. It's scary here. There's nothing to see here. And everyone else was outside the door having the party, waiting to hear what you had to say about it, right? It's just, you are the beginning of the astrological calendar here. It's just the way the stars aligned for you. You're a cardinal sign. You're just really a groundbreaking sign. You've seen these times coming for a very, very long time. You just didn't know how it was going to look. And so that was why it was so very, very hard to explain it to others. You just couldn't even get it down in that quatrain. You couldn't get it down in the writing. You could never express it the way it was feeling to you here, because it was a scenario that was happening that you couldn't describe with words here. These times that we're living in right now. Right? Today is the tomorrow that you were so worried about yesterday. It's time to let life happen instead of trying to get in front of it and trying to fix it and trying to, like the Mothman prophecies, if I can see it, I can get ahead of it, I can fix it. But you never ever get ahead of it. The momentum's already going. It's already going to happen. It's like written in the stars. Written in the stars is kind of the main theme coming through for me here. So there's nothing you can do. You can't change that writing, but you can change your internals and how you're reacting to it and how you're feeling about it. Again, focus on, become very myopic in your own life. Don't focus on the externals. You got to shut them out. You got to shut them out. Those Mothman prophecies are always going to be there. You've been chosen to see those scenarios, to feel those scenarios, to play them out in your thoughts here. But that is just a personal gift bestowed to you. It's not... you know, there are tarot card readings, readers that really, really go deep. Like they predict things that will happen in your life, very specific things that will happen in your life. And that always is kind of alarming to me, because you can change energy, you can change your mind on a dime. Nothing is written in stone, nothing is written in the stars, is what I've learned here. But there are some underlying karmic themes that we are all moving in and out of. That is the tapestry of your personal life here. So you're allowed to see what you're supposed to see. You're allowed to feel what you're supposed to feel here. And then you can change it. You can change it on a dime. You can say, yeah, but I'm not going to focus on that. I'm not going to make that my primary mission in life. I'm not going to make that my hill to die on, to make sure I've saved them from their own mistakes here, or from their own... mistakes. Wow. All right, let's see what Spirit's advice in the heart space is. Spirit, what is your advice in the heart space? King of Wands. There's a spirit guide here. There's somebody who's crossed over a masculine energy coming through loud and clear here. I'm here. I'm here. Wow. Look at this. Look at this Leo energy coming in here. Oh, Aries, you have guidance, you have protection, you have big protection. The angels have really, really surrounded themselves by your energy here, because you've grown to be such a powerful magician. But you're very decisive. You're very selective on who you're going to use your magic on now. You're turning it inward. First of all, I'm going to heal myself. First of all, I'm going to find that healing that I know is available to me. It's available to all of us, and I'm going to tap into that. I'm going to tap into the energy of joy and happiness and security and safety and anchored. And I'm going to really ground myself. I'm going to go to Mother Earth, and I'm going to do the exchange, right? Refill. All right, what's in the daily? What's in the daily for Aries? Tell me about the daily life for Aries. Tell me about the daily. 5 of Cups, letting it go. 7 of Cups, there's that 7-year journey coming to an end here, that 7-year cycle. You're in a little bit of confusion right now. You've got a lot going on. You've got a lot of thoughts going on, a lot of ideas of what you want to see here. Look at this Knight of Cups. Romance is on your mind, but you're confused. You've got some confusion going on here as you're walking away from what's familiar to you. You're not quite sure. Again, you can't see what this looks like. Spirit isn't allowing you to see what this looks like. Even tarot card readings are falling short. You're wanting to see the outcome here, and Spirit's withholding it. Once again, it's being withheld from you because you get too focused on it. It's like that the words meaning more than the lesson, right? Once the words are out there, once you speak, that's the focus, and it was so much more underlying. The meaning was so much further down than the words. Wow. There's something about staying very quiet right now. It's just like you're in learning mode, you're in study mode, but there's something holding your voice back, and Spirit is not letting me see that because you're the prophet. You're the prophet. There still needs to be some miracles in life. There still needs to be some surprises in life. There's a big surprise coming for you, something you can't predict, something no card reader can predict for you, because it has to be a real surprise. It's like you've been spoiled on every surprise your entire life, right? You've never had a surprise party, Aries. This is the surprise party of your life. Your season is coming. Your birthday is coming if you're an Aries sun. You have to walk away from the sorrows, from the disappointments, from not being able to speak your mind when you thought you needed to. It's just like you have so many scenarios where you're looking back and you're replaying images in your mind. You're replaying memories in your mind here. You're traveling through time. I mean, isn't that traveling through time? Traveling back through time. It's the only way we can. It's the only way we can travel through time. Embodied is through a memory. So you're going back into the memories here. You're listening in on the conversations between you and others or another here, and you're wishing you would have said something. You're wishing you would have convinced them to stay, convinced them to leave, convinced the others that what you were saying was true, because you are a prophet, you are a seer here. But they wouldn't listen, they wouldn't see. It very much threw them into fearful mode. People were very much afraid of you because of your power. They could sense it, they could smell it a mile away. So you've gone through a lot of changes. The 5 is all about change here. The 7s are all about the 7-year cycle coming to an end and beginning again. So you're beginning this new cycle with all this wisdom of what's ahead in front of you. It's like you went back in time and you know the lottery numbers, and you know the games to bet on, you know the football games and the Super Bowl outcomes. But you want to be surprised, so you're not going in on the bets, even though you know what's going to happen here. You're not betting the house on it. You're not going all in, trying to convince all others, right, that the Eagles are going to win, right? It's just you're just letting it go. Just let it be, let it happen. It's not my hill to die on. I'm going to keep moving forward into my light, my life. I'm not going to be the Nostradamus and have my words live out through eternity. I'm going to live in this lifetime. I'm going to really live before I die in this lifetime, in this meat suit that I have chosen. Beautiful Aries. I really, really like this because it's such an acceptance of your gifts here. You're not shunning your gifts. You're not mad at your gifts. You're not mad at God for giving you these gifts. Like every empath, every spiritual person goes through here, right? It feels sometimes like a curse. The gift of sight can absolutely feel like a curse. But it's to change the collective, change the energy around you. There's so much more being spoken here than through words here. And so that's what Spirit's really, really driving home in this reading. There's so much more to communication than words. But words do matter. Words can be weaponized. And I think that's why your words were not spoken when you wanted them to be spoken, Aries, in the past. Because those words that you spoke in the past would have been weaponized in this today, in this future. That you saw coming here. So it was all for purpose. So let go of the resentment. 10 of Swords is walking away from the resentment, not needing revenge, not needing to get even with anyone, just moving away from it, moving away from that energy and into this brand new beginning where you really, really are in tune with your body, with your mind, with your soul, with your purpose, with your mission, and you are moving forward with that. Beautiful. Beautiful new beginning here. Big transformation. It is written in the stars. It is written in the stars, Aries. And you acknowledge that. But you're like, you know what? People can change their stars. People can change their stars. That's why we're here. We're given the ability to change our stars, and I'm going to change my stars here. So, wow, absolutely beautiful. Changing your stars. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Aries, I'm sending you all my love and light, and I will definitely tune in with you soon.